It wasn't until after they had done the surgery to remove all the toes that it really hit me. You see the commercials. You never put yourself in that person's shoes until you're there.
You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT now for help getting free medication.
It's a laugh, a smile, a hug, a kiss.
Werther's Original Vanilla Crème, Cocoa Crème, and Soft Caramels. Discover our softer side.
Little piece of bliss.
Praise the Lord! My guy Vreeland performed his hit, Praise the Lord. And earlier on the CMT pink carpet, he introduced me to his very proud parents, Gerard and Tanya.
I'm so excited. This is a really, really wonderful opportunity for him.
Is this where you got your fashion sense from? Because
I would say they did
Vreeland, they did more than I raising you.
Happening now.
Storms popping up on the radar screen, but some of that rain may come at a cost with the severe weather threat through this evening, followed by increased fire danger. I'll have the latest in just a bit.
A deadly crash today, shutting down Highway 35 South after a car rear ends a semi-truck. What we know coming up next. And today, inflation hitting an all-time high, the highest in 40 years. How this is impacting your wallet when buying day-to-day items and how long it could last. The News at 5 starts right now.
At first at 5, dry conditions have not let up, and it's prompting Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf to issue a disaster declaration effective immediately.
Now, this is in response to the recent spike in brush fires and the drought level that we have now reached. It means there is a ban on outdoor burning through April 19th.
After that, the Bexar County Fire Marshal will ask Commissioners Court to extend it. Violators of the disaster declaration could face fines up to $1,000.
Stage 2 water restrictions are also now in effect. That means once a week irrigation on your assigned day and only between 7 and 11 a.m. or 7 and 11 p.m. Your day is determined by the last number of your home address.
For example, if your address ends in 0 or 1, it's Monday, 2 or 3. It's today, Tuesday, 4 or 5, Wednesday, and so forth. Handheld watering allowed anytime, any day. SAWS reminds customers if you're using an irrigation system even once a week, you will likely see an increase in your water bill.
Let's check in now with Adam Caskey. A major change going on in some spots.
Yeah, a few folks are getting in on some heavy rainfall, a few downpours. One thunderstorm in particular has some right now non-severe, non-damaging hail associated with it. What we have out there is very isolated, very discreet. Let's get right to the heaviest downpour. We've got one just north of downtown, moving toward Alamo Heights, Monte Vista neighborhood, basically. But then you get up on the north side of town, and this is the one that stands out the most. It has a history of dropping about pea to nickel size hail, so non-severe, sub-damaging hail, not quite large enough, but there is definitely a pocket of hail in here that's going to disrupt travel along 1604 right now. 1604 in Bitters, Rogers Ranch area, and this does have the possibility of becoming a severe thunderstorm at any moment. That's the thing. It's got that chance where type of conditions we're in, things can change really quickly. And we have this severe weather threat all the way through about 6, 7 p.m. And there you go, particularly just west of Spider Lily. I think this is north of 1604. Rogers Ranch Parkway, Bitters, and that black area you see, that is very high reflectivity factor, meaning 69 decibels, meaning there is some large hail that is now just starting with this. And it looks like we are going to get a warning from the National Weather Service. There we go, on this cell, because it just blossomed and developed. It's one of those situations, like I told you, things can change and will change rapidly. So severe thunderstorm warning now. That's for northern Bexar County, basically 1604 on the far north side of town. This is heading into the Stone Oak area. That warning is until 5:45 p.m. I want to time out this actual hail core that's associated with it, because these are moving along pretty quickly. I have to widen out the view for this and just give some communities down the line a rough estimate on when you could expect at least the hail associated with this. These are moving at about 40 miles per hour, so I'm going to have to bring that way up there. And you get to Reagan High School, probably a little closer to 5:10 p.m. Copper Ridge at about 5:42 p.m. Bear Creek Hills at about 5:47 p.m. That's assuming this is going to stay intact as it moves to the northeast and it stays on that track. Putting it into motion here. There we go. Started around SeaWorld. Moved to the northeast, and now it's moving into Stone Oak. So those of you in Stone Oak, watch out for 1-inch size hail, golf ball size hail. That's what's likely with this. What's unique is we don't have a whole lot of lightning and thunder associated with this. Just some large hail. There's a bit of a cap on the atmosphere that's been preventing some further development, but doesn't mean that we're not going to see more development here at any moment, which is what we just saw. And you look at our hail product. Look, this one little spot right here, that little pink spot is where we have the largest hail. This is a very condensed storm, basically right on the south edge of Camp Bullis right now, with just that little small hail core, but it's headed toward all those, or a good portion of the neighborhoods of Stone Oak. So that's this storm right here. We've got one downpour, well, moderate rain now near Alamo Heights. This, nothing to worry about here. That's behaving itself. And then we get farther to the southwest and even more development near Castroville. And this is something we're going to have to watch, especially because this will be moving off to the northeast as well. So we're going to look at this more, get a 3D view of this storm system, time out some more communities. But right now we've got that severe thunderstorm warning, basically Stone Oak area in northern Bexar County, 1604, 281. It does include the city of Bulverde as well. We'll check back in on this in a bit. It's going to change some between now and then.
All right, thank you, Adam. We certainly hope maybe it hits this area. The fire at Joint Base San Antonio Camp Bullis right now, they tell us, is 88% contained. That fire burned through more than 3,000 acres since it started on Saturday. Authorities say recent rain and humid conditions have helped contain the fire. Hopefully more rain is coming. Now to a breaking news alert on a murder in Seguin. The third and final suspect involved in the murder of McKaylin Smith now off the streets. This is 20-year-old Draven Reyes. He was arrested in San Antonio this morning.
Smith was shot and killed at a Seguin park back on April 4th. An 18-year-old man was also shot, but he survived. 2 others involved in the shooting arrested last week. Bonds totaling more than $2 million here.
The traffic right now, this is 281 at Loop 410 West. And, you know, the flyover doesn't seem too bad, but the access road down below backing up as you get onto 410. That's 410 that you see down below the ramp. It's a bit of a backup there, but no major traffic tie-ups to tell you about.
Meantime, travelers trying to make it out of San Antonio southward on I35 facing a real struggle today. The southbound lanes of I35 closed off after a car rear-ended an 18-wheeler.
This happened near Casson Lane in Somerset around 10 this morning. It's unclear if anyone was injured. We do know around noon those lanes reopened.
A man hit and killed last night while crossing Broadway Street near Brackenridge Park. He has now been identified as 51-year-old Oscar Castellano. According to San Antonio police, he was crossing near a crosswalk when a driver hit him. This was about 9 o'clock last night. Investigators are trying to determine whether the driver had the green light. They say that person did stop to help.
Now that Fiesta is over, we're learning how many San Antonio drivers were arrested for DWI during that 11-day period. According to San Antonio police, 129 people arrested during Fiesta 2022. That number does not mean that all the arrests were related to Fiesta. It's just timing. In comparison, 169 people were arrested for DWI during Fiesta last year. 204 were arrested in 2019. 227 were arrested in 2018. By the way, San Antonio police are looking for the person who shot a woman who was in bed early this morning. It happened along Hidden Bow near Old Pearsall Road and Loop 410. That is on the city's southeast side. Investigators say around 6 a.m., someone fired shots on that street. A bullet went through the woman's bedroom window, striking her in the chest. Luckily, she's expected to be okay.
We are keeping our eyes on this developing story that's happening right now in New York City. 19 people taken to the hospital after someone opened fire inside a subway car during the morning commute. They have not found the shooter, but they have found potentially the rented van.
Here's what we know right now. That suspect is still on the run, and based on evidence found inside the subway station, this could have been worse. Investigators found 3 extended round magazines, including one that was jammed.
They say the shooter, who was wearing a gas mask, set off a gas canister, then started shooting as the subway car headed into Manhattan.
I saw a lot of people coming out of the train station. One of them was injured. I believe it was a lady getting shot right on her leg. She was screaming, she was in a lot of pain.
They were obviously terrified, running down to by streets, and then there were people who were unable to do so and were shouting for help.
Again, that motive still being investigated. New York City's mayor is saying it is too premature to rule out terrorism in this shooting.
Addressing mental health. It's the basis of our latest episode of Breakdown. It airs tomorrow night, but this time we're specifically looking into the mental health of teenagers. We're hearing from a high school student who battles mental illness. She tells us she always felt the need to hide her anxiety and depression from those close to her.
I was a cheerleader. I was always smiling. I was the one with all of the pep and the spirit. And I began to lose myself, but I knew that I still had to make sure that no one else knew that.
You can hear the rest of Ainsley's story and from experts about what parents should be aware of when it comes to their child's mental health. It's tomorrow night at 7. It's on Breakdown with #Steph and Steve, and you can find it on KSAT.com or our KSAT streaming apps.
It's your money, and you probably notice you're spending more of it than usual on everyday items. That's because inflation has hit a high that has not been seen since December of 1981. Sarah Costa talks with locals about how it's impacting them in more than one way.
I went to Walmart and I spent $56 only for paper toilet and fast food, and that's it.
We are all feeling it. With every scan at the grocery store or click at the pump, everyone's wallet's hurting from the continued increased inflation. And today's report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the consumer price index has gone up even higher, right now at an 8.5% increase.
It's a big increase, largest in 40 years, and it's across the board. I mean, food and energy are the ones that have gone up the most. But even excluding those, it's gone up 6.5%.
Owner of the downtown Molina's Country Store says business owners have no choice but just to keep up with rising costs and raise certain product items, or else he says you fall behind.
I would like to pay my employees more because their dollar buys less now. Everything's more expensive and everything's going up.
How long will this go on for? Trinity University economics professor says it won't end by this summer.
It's like steering a super tanker. The economy, and it's going to take time for the boat to change directions. So, no, it'll take definitely longer than a couple of months.
There is a bit of good news according to AAA. They say the national average price for a gallon of gas is down. For example, here in San Antonio, it's at $3.59 a gallon. Just a month ago, it was at $3.98 a gallon. I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
And coming up, we'll have more coverage of the severe thunderstorm warning in northern Bexar County and other little cells that are starting to develop. See you in a bit.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the newsroom with a look at what we're working on for the news at 6 today. He killed someone when he was just 15 years old. Now the defendant in this case is learning his sentence. Raul Cervera took a plea deal in the murder of Abram Garcia, who was killed during a drug deal back in 2018. Erica Hernandez takes us inside the courtroom today for this update. Plus, weeks after a cyclist was hit by a car at an intersection along Salado Creek Greenway, there is a push now to the city of San Antonio for additional safety measures. Police in the case say the cyclist disregarded a stop sign at the access road, but advocates insist this intersection itself is dangerous and it needs improvements. We're going to hear from them tonight at 6 o'clock. And the mayor of Cibolo in a Guadalupe County courtroom today pleading guilty to felony charges, but he is still going to finish out his current term. Garrett Berger has the update at 6. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Myra. The gaming industry growing in the Alamo City, and it's making its way to the city's south side in a big way. Port SA set to open its new arena later this month, but it's already having an impact on local high school students, like one young man you're about to hear from, a student and member of the esports team at South San High School, who's looking ahead to a bright future.
When I graduate, I want to go into software engineering, hopefully go to a good school like Stanford or MIT, and eventually just do something with that career.
And that's one of the goals of TechPort, providing future leaders in technology a space in San Antonio where they can advance their careers. Quite a place.
Taking a look outside with live cam, looking out from downtown. I think it's hard to tell. Are we looking into downtown or out of downtown?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I believe that might be the 410 I-10 interchange.
I was just looking to see if we had any storms out there.
Yeah, I was looking for dark skies off in the distance to tell us.
We'd have to swing it around northward to really see that. And we'll take a look at those storms actually starting right now. Let's get right to it. Taking a look at our radar, and you see just a few isolated showers and storms out there. Not a whole lot of activity to talk about, but it's this isolated activity that's making a difference and even just being inconvenient for commuters and whatnot. But this is what we have ongoing. Few very heavy downpours, and they're not the first ones we've had so far. We've had a couple of others pass over parts of the northwest side of San Antonio between 4 and 5 o'clock. And you look at this here, no longer a severe thunderstorm warning, but very heavy rainfall associated with this cell that's moving through Stone Oak. This is the same area that got hit on Sunday night from some hail and very heavy rainfall. So this is basically round 2 since Sunday night. This is all moving off to the northeast at a pretty good clip. I'm going to time this one out for some folks that'll be downstream from this little batch of rain and a little bit of lightning and thunder, and even the potential for some hail, maybe up to quarter size, but for the most part a little bit smaller than that. All right, it's going at about 35 or 30 miles per hour. And you look at communities along the way for this one, and Copper Ridge about 537, Bear Creek Hills about 542, Circle S Estates 543, T-Bar M Ranch, they're at 5:43 p.m. So that gives you an idea of when that could hit. Within this, there is some hail still associated with it. Probably not exactly the large damaging size, but still noticeable. It's going to be loud. We're looking at Evans Road, TPC Parkway, up into Stone Oak area, and you see some of these other roadways in this community here. We've got Trophy Ridge, we've got Champions Run. There we go, Champions Bend. And this whole area has seen just some of that, a little bit of hail. Now, these can pulse up at any time and increase the hail size. So that's something that, of course, we watch. And we've got a situation here where we've had a cap on our atmosphere. It's basically like having a 2-liter bottle of soda shaken up, but the cap is really steady. Once you remove that cap, it'll then, obviously, storms could really develop. But the cap is really held tight, and most of these showers that have developed have behaved themselves. And here we've got another downpour southwest side of town. We're talking Highway 90 and 1604. This is headed off to the northeast. We'll time this out for you just because it is another little downpour to move in, and we're all excited to get some rainfall. We just don't want it to necessarily come at the cost of large hail and damage. That is what we don't want with these, but unfortunately that can happen. All right, there we go. And this one here, you have it, John Jay at 527. We get to Ingram Park Mall at 532, Jefferson High School 539, Almost Park at 544, International Airport, McAllister Park at about 549. So that's what we have right now. Quick 3D check of this storm. It's not quite as tall as it once was, but it still is tall enough to have some small hail at least associated within it. And you get the angled view here. And it's not so much a very tall storm. Usually it takes much taller thunderstorms to really get some of the bigger, rowdier hail. And speaking of hail, that's the primary threat that we have through about 8 p.m. this evening. With whatever develops, we have the chance of it becoming severe through about 7, 8 p.m. Rogers Ranch neighborhood, look at that, quarter-size hail proven right there next to the quarter. Storm threat is hail, maybe some wind gusts if we see more severe thunderstorms. That's through 8 o'clock. Come 8 o'clock, our threat's done. We're A-OK. The threat remains farther north of us, especially closer to Dallas, Waco particularly. That's where we have some of those watch boxes. But around here, we're right on the tail end of the activity, and some folks are feeling the heat. 105 Cotulla. 90 right now here in San Antonio. We made it into the 90s today and this evening. We'll fall through the 80s and 70s. We'll have low clouds developing again overnight, and they'll start the day tomorrow. Otherwise, sunny, windy, and very dry tomorrow. So we have that enhanced fire danger. Mid-90s, northwesterly gusts up to 30 miles per hour, and relative humidity's very low. A few isolated storms possible this weekend, but don't be canceling any Easter plans. Just a 20% chance of a few rogue pop-up storms.
All right, Adam, thank you.
All right, let's go out to opening day at the Wolf. Greg Simmons joins us, and I know rain is of concern out there. I'm certain the Missions want to get this game in, Greg.
Yeah, and I think they will, but I'll tell you what, we've retreated to under the overhang here just to make sure we're going to be able to be on the air. That'll be the case here when we come back. More about the Missions opening night, their home opener, if you will, with some new facilities here at the Wolf. Also, we come back, the Spurs are right now in New Orleans to get ready for that play-in tournament coming up. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live to Wolf Stadium for the Missions home opener night against the Frisco Rough Riders. That's after a successful road trip to open their season. That was in Corpus Christi. They lost the first game, though, 14-2, what rebounded nicely, winning the second game of that three-game series, 3-2, and then the third game, 14-3. Joining me now live from the Wolf is Mission Manager Philip Wellman. And Philip, first of all, this is your 5th year. Excited?
Yeah, it's always, opening night's always special, and I've always told my wife when I don't get goosebumps in the national anthem opening day, it's time to go home. So I'm pretty fired up and excited for tonight.
And what did you think of that road trip, being able to bounce back like that?
You know what? It was good. It was good to get out of there winning 2 out of 3, but I have no clue what kind of club we have yet. Like you said, we got smoked the first game, and then we won the second one 3-2, and then we crushed them the third game. So I'm hoping we're somewhere in between, but I'll take 2 out of 3 any day.
Any major league prospects we should keep our eyes on in the first few games here in the home opener?
You know, we've got a few guys out there, Chandler Siegel. We've got some pitching. Most of the prospects we have on our team are pitching. We've got a few guys that have big league time already, and you know, it's nice to have a good mix of veteran guys with young guys out there, but to name anybody, there's no more Fernando Tatises running around, but you know, that was a blessing in itself to have that kid for a year. But we've got some guys that are going to play in the big leagues.
All right, take a look at the new rules. Which one do you think your team and maybe even yourself are having a little rougher time adjusting to?
The pitch clock thing. Yeah. They've cut some time down on that, and you know, I'm in all honesty, I got to follow the rules like everybody else, but I'm not a big fan. I've always said since they instituted that if you don't like chess, go play checkers. It's quicker, you know. And I've always thought of baseball as a chess game, and if it takes 20 seconds between pitches or if it takes 12, it doesn't matter. And I think we're going to have to make some adjustments to get our pitchers to work a little quicker. Everybody will.
All right. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. San Antonio Spurs right now as we speak are in New Orleans getting ready for their playing game tomorrow night against the Pelicans. It's a must-win situation to advance to the next round. But before they left, they have one final practice here in San Antonio today.
This is what we live for. This is what we play for. Like, to have this type of opportunity, I mean, to play on ESPN, to play with our brothers, and when I go home, this is what we want, and we're ready for it.
All right, here's a matchup that will take place tomorrow night, late tip time, 8:30. Live from Wolf Stadium, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Play ball. Thank you, Greg.
We'll be right back.
No active warnings right now, just some pockets of heavy rain. I wish we had more of this rain, but we'll take what we can get. Moving over Lackland near John Jay, this is headed to the northeast, and so that's going to be headed toward basically Medical Center I-10 area and just south of there. What we had to the north, a little bit of pea-sized hail, dropped around parts of Stone Oak, and now is moving into southern Comal County. Windy, dry tomorrow, fire danger 94.
We'll see you at 6.